'Cause I lose it all, breaking full. Do. I got that song stuck in my head. Shut the fuck up. All right, so welcome to D&D Tower of Grief. It's been a while because December busyness and all that. Blah blah blah. Excuses. We gotta play. Yes. Uh, so it's time for me to make the funny announcement, and then we can notify. Do. Alright. And I got that song stuck in my head because of fucking Elden Ring. Alright. So yeah. We can move this and
But the thing is though, we did
I
bring the dragon hair back.
I've unmuted, so you cannot say your social security number anymore.
Okay,
Two
the
7
Uh-huh.
444
Uh-huh.
6969.
Okay. Well,
Wow,
now I am
funny.
you.
thank you,
Let's
Paul.
go.
Let's
Alright.
go. Stealing
So-
identities.
I can give a cool recap. You have been inside of this exact same room and have not really moved from your spot for about 2 sessions now.
Yep, pretty much.
So, basically, what you had found is that after Pancake had used the spell stone, it had basically dispelled the runic symbols, making the teleporter inactive for a while. Of course, though, Estrella and Pancake decided to go around and start turning them on. The other way, of course, as you managed to basically somewhat turn on the runes, while the rest of you decided to interact with the bookkeeper's body, not bonekeeper. As you basically found that there was somewhat of a hole inside of them, that one that led to somewhat like a bag of holding effect, where it was bigger on the inside, which eventually led to the souls inside of it. After removing the weird sort of bones from it. But you had then, basically, wait, where the fuck is she? There she is. As what you found is that, Sapphire Oakwood DNJ, Lamau, as she had also woken up
Galindra?
and, yes, and basically spoke, saying that she recognized, Kalinks, you, before, as, you were quite literally one of their, what's the word? Idol! For being a meth addict.
Yeah, the drug
yes.
lord, a literal drug lord.
You know, I think Kafir doesn't really have an addiction right now.
Right
Scout.
now, though.
Not
It's
yet,
Cal.
though.
Yeah, Cal's your addiction.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Cal's
Christ.
always producing spores from them. They're like a spore druid, so
Yeah.
it's just like, it's just like...
He-
just like that to them.
Oh, fuck.
Kafir just he doesn't know how to do romance.
Same.
So yes, however, I actually forgot how the fuck Sierra got here. Does someone remind me up on that?
Basically, Adora kept on... No, I know, because it was the bookkeeper, because she kept on pouring the fucking life juice from a container into the bookkeeper's mouth.
Yeah, I remember now. So,
Yeah.
Melioda had basically taken their jug of youth, in which basically it reverses a creature's age, not their soul age, but only their physical age, and it reverted the bookkeeper way back in before they became even a Wendigo, as their physical form changed into that of what seems to be an angel. And we ended there, I believe, as what I can tell you is that this person that you see before you, this angel that introduced themselves as Sierra, he looks exactly the same as the statues that you've been seeing throughout the tower.
Literally, look at... Cal would kind of, look left to right for frantically and go oh, you're Sierra, right?
Melioda is T-posing at the moment, but, for Sierra, as they...
Looks at T-posing, man.
As they sort of look towards you, they seem somewhat confused as they basically look towards, the group over here, looks towards Astray and all that. Before she just goes, well, this is unexpected. Where? No, I know where I am.
Wait, is
We're in the Library of Regret, right? What are you so here
yes.
for?
Well, a lot of us came here for our own, like, try and find information on things, and we stumbled in here. We're making our way up the tower because we're trying to see what's going on here. And you were a Wendigo before? Until my friend Melly looks at Melly with the jug. Pulled that a bit too much in your mouth?
Oh, well. Apologies, my memory's kind of weird. Is there something wrong with the tower?
Like,
Yeah.
Cal actually look at the party like, there's something
Hmm.
wrong with it. Yeah, there's something wrong with
Just a little thing.
it. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Like, Cal kind of just like the squint of the eyes when saying like, yeah, there's a bit. Wait.
Well, my last memories that I have is that I was fighting Abel after combat and such. I allowed him to have my blessing, and everything past then seems to be a bit of a blur.
Abel.
Abel. I think
Abel.
I know of Abel. He's on the he's with us in the yeah.
Well,
Cal ponders for a minute.
yes, I was their, well, gods in a way. Wait, Abel isn't even connected to me anymore. Well, maybe dead then, but... Well, I don't mean any harm upon any of you and such. I was just, well, I was supposed to be locked up in my, well, prison, but seeing as I'm here, something may have happened.
You free then?
I don't think so. I still feel held down. But I guess the first warning I should give you is that I'm not the real Sierra, Lift's wife.
Yeah, there's been a... Cal kind of points that, yeah, we kind of figured out there's multiple versions of people.
Well, I'm the copy in a way, the actual Sierra left this tower decades ago. I was the, well, the failed copy that Liv had made of me.
There was a lot of copies she made. Cal kind of like... Cal will slowly pull out the dual blade. That was basically of hers.
I see that. That used to be mine and Liv's weapons.
Well, on one of the floors we encountered a village, and we found your and Liv's coffin. And out of curiosity, because there was messages littered around the stones. There's a hidden message in the stones in your crypt. So, sorry for this, but we opened it. But when we opened yours, especially, we found claw marks on the inside.
Oh, well, I don't mean to interrupt you with it, but those ones that you came across and such were, idioms, in a way.
Idioms?
Well, yes, the floors that you so talk about. If you're talking about a town with all of that, you probably either mean the royal floor or the, well, or the divinity floor. But yes, there was in fact a crypt there.
It may have been divinity because they were all praising Lith as obviously as a god, and we encountered a demon. Well, we saw them as demons, but they saw them as angels.
Oh, well, a simple explanation for you on that would be, we do employ demons and such to work on the tower, the ones that try to fix the system. And seeing as if you're talking about that, you indeed were on the 5th floor. It's the 3rd floor of the tower. Well, 2nd floor if you don't count the first one of the guides.
Yeah, we went for that one.
Uh,
Oh, what floor are we on right now? Like she says this to Sierra.
well, seeing as we are in the library, we're either on the 1st floor or the 8th. No, I mean the 7th.
No, we went for that one because I remember I picked up some books, and Carol picked out one of the books she got off that 1st floor, which I think was was one of the doctor ones, the bandaging. I think it was.
You find that the book isn't in your inventory.
Looks,
Hmm.
looks like she tries to pull the book out, but it's just air.
Uh,
Fingers
There's an
gone.
actual reason for that, but yes, it um all the books that were taken and stuff got retracted a while back.
A while back. Okay, fair. Well,
I made an
our
announcement.
captain in character, yeah, we didn't know that defo.
Ugh.
Reaches down to grab the book. I was like, wait, I had that. A lot of those books are missing. What?
Oh, well, that would make sense that the books are bound onto that floor. If you should take them and leave for a while, eventually they'll come back. If mistreated, well, you'd have to deal with the demigorman.
Well, I definitely don't mistreat books, so I'm fine with that then. Connor chuckles. But so if you're the one of the tests that Lift tried to do to try and make another copy of Sierra, do you know what happened to the real Lift, like the original?
The original Liv?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because we know the original Sierra left. What about Lift though?
Well, she was dead.
Hmm,
I mean,
that's why there's so many copies of her.
it was the entire reason why this tower was made with those experiments in the first place. It was also then we could revive Liv, so she could come back.
Yeah, I had to tell a tree fellow on another floor to pass on because he wouldn't.
After all, it was, well, I don't remember what my original thought, but what I felt myself was that, well, when you're an Azamar like me that lives forever and you have someone who can only live for about a century, it tends to lead in a bit of sadness. I wanted to at least bring her back with my lifespan, but even then, I don't remember it being a success. All I remember is red.
Cal is actually on the. She doesn't know if to tell her that there are shards of
Or,
Are those shards of Chagrin or Lif? I think they're Lif, aren't they? The Archmage is after, or is it
yeah.
not?
And even then, we were literally in the like center of the earth and saw a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that is true. But also, were those shards that the Archmage says to find and destroy Lif's ones?
The power, the tower power thing?
Yeah, the one Archmage wants us to destroy.
Well, they want you to destroy the source of the power source of the tower. Either fix it or destroy it.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I just didn't remember he was just like, oh yeah, I want you to deal with the shards of my daughter. So I want to move
alright.
on. It was
Yeah.
that part. And
Fuck, I forgot that it was your
wasn't-
campaign to do that. Yes, the
To be
the
fair, we have
Archmage-
like 2 sessions and then a month of no
Yeah.
sessions. So
So, what the Archmage just told you basically is that the power source to the tower, all 3 of them, loss, regret, and
Grief.
grief, All of them
Yeah.
are basically parts of Liv, like remnants of her that were left after she was forgotten when she died in
Yeah.
the war dungeon.
Mhm.
So yes, basically these sources are what is empowering the tower, but they're also well, they're remnants of what's left of her.
Or what's left of Liv, and one of them's been destroyed, if I recall, because he destroyed one.
Sorta.
He sort of won. Yeah, he probably destroyed like a fragment of one of the big ones, but he
He
destroyed one.
destroyed Sorrow, but then it turned to loss.
Yeah, but then it turned to loss. Yeah. He'll look to Sierra and goes like, yeah, cause she. I would know she died in the world dungeon at this point, wouldn't I?
Yes, you were
Or
told by
not?
the
Yeah,
Archmage.
yeah. We yeah, cause Liv died in the world dungeon, and what's keeping these towers active are what are the remnants of that Liv that died in the world dungeon.
World dungeon? What do you mean? She's never been there.
So you even
Cat,
forgot that?
the cow will kind of look up and go like, she did.
No, that can't be possible. The world dungeon was not somewhere that we were even allowed by. After all, the knights of the round were dedicated to Holyrus. After all, the dragon god is held within Salvanus. We had to stay here in order for him to be trapped. We couldn't leave this continent.
They never left the
Well,
continent.
actually, yeah, they never left.
Well,
The
to
world
get
dungeon is in the earth. They never had to leave it.
the world dungeon is in the center of the world. You would have to
Yeah.
leave the
Yeah.
continent to get to the
Oh,
world dungeon.
continent.
Yeah, you would
Yes.
have to leave. So if they said they couldn't leave, then Sierra may have not left, but Liv did.
No, it was Lif that was part of the Knights of the Round Table. She
Oh,
was the
Knights
one
of the
who could
she
not
was
leave.
part. Ah, Liv couldn't leave. Okay.
Well, Lip did leave, and that's the case. Either something happened with the Knights of the Round, or time and space got twisted, and
Yeah,
Well,
may
with the
got
with the
f-
area
may
that
got
we
messy. Yeah.
yeah, and with how we live and how our world is, that's not that much of a surprise.
Yeah,
Again,
stuff happens like that.
that can't be possible. Lif died in my arms. I don't know what you mean about her dying in the blood dungeon or any sort of place. She was here. She died on
Her,
on the royal floor.
well,
That might have been
her,
too much time.
I'm gonna, Cal would be like, well, I think you need to know, so it clears your mind. We heard it from her pops.
Ah, Malto, I see. Well, I'm not sure what he told you about that, but whatever he's talking about, he can't be telling the truth. After all, he never even visited his daughter.
Oh, didn't he now?
Well, no. We never actually met him. I believe the only time I ever saw him was in the messages and recordings and such that were, well, from the Arcane University. He didn't even show up for our wedding.
Oh, Archmage, what you doing, man? Sneaky fucker. Goes like, wait a minute. You were around when? So you were around when Liv passed, right? Did Melto do any, or AK the Archmage? Did the Archmage try and do anything, try and bring her back?
Well, I never personally met the Archmage, so he never even showed up. Even after her death, and I had married her in the wow by the tree that she grew herself, he never
We saw that
really
tree.
visited. Yes,
We saw
you
that tree. Yeah, we went to that tree.
you were at
Yeah,
her
it's the one
grave.
we purified. Yeah, we purified it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
believe
tree's purified. Yeah.
the only sort of, well, remnants that we had of the Archmage, as you would call them, Malto I personally know, since he wasn't even the Archmage at that time, but, well, they had made a familiar. He was given to Liv as a birthday present back when she was a child. A little sapling.
A little sap.
The dude from the very first floor. Well, one of the very
Yeah.
first floors.
Wait, was he the guy from the very first floor?
Well, the dude that was like in the bathwater place.
The same place where you at the graveyard, yes.
Yeah.
With the other treants.
The one that was trying, the one that's filled with trees that's trying to choke us.
Oh yeah, that fucking place. Cowboy, like, yeah, we met them.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't tell you any of this, since they would probably know a lot more than I can, since I'm just
Hi-
a memory.
His was quite fuzzy as well, and we didn't really have those questions because we didn't know much about Liv and you, and well, we know now, but we didn't really actually have like that crucial information to learn a bit more or get or ask those kind of questions.
Well, for whatever reason I have appeared here, it may have been due to your friends here's involvement with that liquid. The youthful liquid.
Yeah, I think it may have gone. Well, do you know what you were before? Like before you just appeared here.
Well, my memories are a bit fuzzy. It's probably due to being disconnected from, well, from regret, but I should be able to return soon. But all I remember is that I fought a man, my paladin called Abel. They were a paladin of regret as well, and well,
Mm-hmm.
if you enter here, you gain the divinity of the tower instead of the outside forces.
Cow thinks for a minute. Like, I'm like,
Although, my guess from what I saw of what I was changing from, that I was a Wendigo once again.
You were known as Australia. What were they called again? Before?
What? Clusters?
Yeah. What was the? Well, obviously, what she was before the Wendigo. What was he called?
The book tier.
Yeah, that was a Bucketeer.
And these weird books have like souls of other people linked into it. And when I read them, I get like sucked into their life.
Yes,
That-
a bucketeer. I guess that was one of the entities that would govern over these books, and I suggest you be careful with reading these books unless you're an admin.
Am I an admin? I have a mark on my... What was it, hand?
Yes,
Yeah,
on
I
your
have a mark
hand.
on my hand.
Wait, you have the mark of an admin. That shouldn't be. You are an entity outside the tower.
I literally cannot remember how I got this.
It's Bala.
Yeah, I know, but in character, I do not know. I've
yeah,
like
fair.
completely
Umbra-
wiped.
Since Sierra's here, Umbra's also gonna take out the book that the Booketeer gave him. Would you happen to know anything about this?
Hold on. Do you want me to drag you over to her?
Soul's already in.
Uh,
They can move them
okay.
around.
I thought.
Looking over towards Australia and stuff, they're like, well, I know of Borla, they're... she sort of does like the disgust face of thinking about Borla.
Oh, disgusting. Oh.
It's like, well, I know of Borla since them remnant memories was integrated into the tower too as an admin, but I didn't expect them to bring someone outside to also interfere with it. But yes, if you're an admin, you should be somewhat protected, but for the rest of you who are not admins, if you read these books, you'll eventually lose yourselves, as you will start to become the people that you start reading about.
Oh, you actually stopped becoming them. Damn.
Damn.
Holy shit.
This was why one of the tower, well, this tower of reincarnation imprints every living memory onto a book here. Every person that's ever died is recorded in this library, as it goes on infinitely.
Hmm. That's definitely something now. Yeah, definitely something now that we know. At least,
Yes,
at least
even
we know we can't touch them, but Australia can.
yes. Well, I suggest that you would be careful with reading them too, as reading them too many times can cause the books to break themselves, and well, we'll have less people in the tower. After all, your friends there are good examples. Points at them
Huh.
as you go. Those ones are, well, even their books are here since they're reincarnate. Wait. Yes, those ones. They have the feeling about them besides that white-haired one. Points at Steve.
My boy.
Ooh,
The
Yeah,
boy.
boy.
Steve isn't
Steve.
part of the tower.
That's
Steve
Steve.
is
He's
a part of
hot
the tower, yeah.
and
Isn't.
based.
Well, that white-haired man isn't bound of it, but those two sure are. Specifically, that, Scarlet is actually the worst of them.
Wait, what do you mean by... Connor leans in a bit, like, leans in, goes like, what do you
Scarlet-
mean by that?
Scarlet does the Karen pose where they put their hand on their hip sort of thing, looks towards them as like, are you saying something about me?
Uh,
No, it's fine, it's fine. Just mention, we're just talking about the books in here. That kind of thing. We're asking about that. It's nothing bad, I think.
You don't have to worry about them knowing something. After all, I can just do this. She'll, like, point her shoulder over towards, Scarlet and, the conductor and just go, Code 7259. Activate, sleep mode.
falls down.
Oh, damn! Oh, I don't like that!
But-
Oh,
That-
in Australia, I learned that.
Yeah, no, Umbro's gonna shut to Australia. Right, jot that down. Jot that down.
Write that down! Write that down!
Makes notes.
Their,
Write that
their
down
heads...
so you have the Amman code.
It's 7829. Okay, go.
7289.
Oh, that's not right. Switch to 78 and 9.
7298.
7829. It's the other way around. Oh,
7829.
69
7829.
48. 69 420.
69.
420.
Oh, no.
Confused.
There you go. 7829.
Thank you.
I feel like that would be the jumbled amount that we would. Everybody here is thinking we can actually maybe survive and not
What
die
you-
some encounters. Let's go.
What you see is that, that basically the conductor and Scarlet's, eyes just sort of, like, go black and, like, blank. You know, like, fucking anime character goes crazy sort of blank, where it's just, like, their eyes go completely dark as their heads, sort of retract downwards, sleep mode. Steve, like, looks between the both of them as like,
Steve's like, what the fuck?
you're right there, conductor. Tap, tap, tap. Oh. That's scary.
Wait. Did you just put them in sleep mode? What? No.
Well, yes, everyone that you meet in this tower is just a will that has been somewhat programmed.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. It's like the whole just
What
works
is
that
it?
have been taken and reprogrammed.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, you're over here.
Mm.
You're
Yeah, I'm
here
over
with-
here.
Yeah, you're over
yes.
here fucking with the fucking coffee addict.
Hang on, I'll get to you, Venti, in a second with the, Sierra stuff.
Oh, the coffee
But,
addict, yeah.
But with, Sierra, as she basically says the code and deactivates them, she'll basically just go, well, you'll notice that there are some reoccurring people, they're mostly just based off the elements, since, well, the Ferra, Lif was a, an elemental warlock, and she was governing over the elements, so she named the main entities of the floors after them. The three, of course, that, you may have already met. As I get my notes, hang on.
No,
There we
no
go.
time.
The four that you
One is
can
to
meet
avoid
is
you.
C, Rhea, Scarlet, and Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel. Oh yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, it's
I'll put-
Daniel.
there you go.
Yeah, because Dan L was land backward. Dan
Each
is land backward.
I find it, well, ironic that you have one of them with you, but yes, each floor has a variant of each of these same people with the same names, and they're the ones who are the pivots of that floor. If one should die, it will cause an instability, and that floor would lose that element.
So don't let this one die. Have a look at Scarlet. Just to
So-
keep sustainability to a floor.
Well, if Scarlet would die now, that undead floor would lose all aspects of, well, fire magic, or anything to do with the element of fire. There wouldn't be any torches anymore, or anything like that. I'm not sure what actually happens if they leave their floor like you have done now, but sometimes they can alter the pathways and make you end up in places that you aren't supposed to be. I know that C is a very unstable one with things like that.
Good to know that. Kind of writes that down a bit on a little notebook.
We have met Daniel, right?
I think have we met Daniel?
Out of character.
Danelle?
Good
Is it the
question.
dude that was?
Have we met?
Was
have
it the
we met
dude that
Danelle?
was that? Is it the dude that Cal had like a talk no jutsu about and finished the whole job?
Oh yeah, I had the whole fucking trying to make him like pass on kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was
Oh.
okay. So Cal would know about Dowland and Danelle. That's his name. Oh yeah. So yeah, that tree fella. I think I may have let Danelle pass on, and it cleansed the floor of void corruption. Kind of looks.
You. Is it the one? Yes, I know what you speak of. Well, that was this. You're thinking of Justin.
Oh, is
That's
it
it.
Justin?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
That's
Justin. Yeah.
it.
We wondered if that
it
was
wasn't
Danielle.
Daniel. No.
Oh, nah.
She'll just basically just go. Well, Justin is the secondary familiar of Lif, the more. How should I say?
Mid.
Well, her first familiar was mostly about protection, while Justin was mostly about the fighting aspect.
Yeah. Thank God I managed to talk him down.
But, the floor of reincarnating, the ones that clear the wills to make them reset, that should be a normal system. There shouldn't be too much anything to do with this corruption that you speak of.
Yeah, some floors are a little bit buggered in some ways, especially that one where
Pancake puts their fingers together.
kind of looks at Pancake for a second.
Turns out
Wow. It goes like, well, that floor especially was definitely had the void taint on it, which was not the best. Well, wait.
That's the AFK corner. Get out.
Get out of the AFK corner.
Oh, alright. Mentioning that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna. Oh,
Nah.
that's happening. I'm confused. But Cow kind of like, well, do you know what floor is gonna be after this one?
Well, what you should expect if you manage to leave this floor. It should be, well, it should be the lustful school floor.
The what?
Oh, the lustful floor.
Oh, looks at us straight.
What?
Kind of. I don't know why. Cal would look around to everyone and be like, "Has everyone got like the good mental fortitude?"
Oh, it isn't what you think. And she sort of like blushes a bit as she puts her fingers up. And she goes, "No, Liv had named it herself.
Why
And
would you name it that?
well, in actuality, it's the best way to call it is that it's a brainwashing floor.
Oh, the brainwashing floor. No, that's even worse. Cal,
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
that's even worse.
Well, the lustful aspect
Brainwashing floor.
The lustful aspect was meant to be more towards Liv herself, as she saw herself as lustful, which makes a lot of sense. Blushes once again.
Yeah. Fucking Cal kind of puts the fingers on the temple and the nose. God damn it. Gods be damned.
Basically, I don't know how to explain this as Sierra, so I'll explain to you out of character what the floor is. It's a fucking visual novel. High school visual novel, except every single character in this visual novel is Liv.
Oh my god, that is a bit of a everyone's Liv in this novel.
Basically, it's a bard's college, where each student is basically taught how to become the best possible Liv. And that basically, in order to graduate, you must become Liv in order to graduate.
Oh my god.
Oh no, we're gonna have to go through that.
The only thing that I'll tell you in character about it is, of course, if you want to get past this floor and such, and well, that floor, and finally make it out without needing to brainwash yourselves into Liv, you'll have to meet the principal and somewhat convince him to allow you to get expelled.
Get expelled?
Yes, his name is the One Above All, a entity that we've made a deal with.
And what's his name?
The One Above All.
That's just it. No, it's just the one above all.
Yes, that is only the name that he gives us, as he sees it more as a title of himself, since, well, he's an entity outside the mortal realm that we've convinced to, well, help us with the reincarnation process.
Okay, fair. So when we get to the next floor, try and get basically kicked out, expelled, and then we could possibly leave that floor. And obviously, what you're telling me, we should not stay there long, or the brainwashing.
Well, with attending classes, quote unquote. By the way, you see that she's starting to become more and more transparent.
No, she's leaving us.
Question. Do you want to come? This is the thing, because I can see your bit points at her. Do you want to come along with us to assist?
As much as I would enjoy, well, having company and such, I cannot do that. You see, the truth is that I'm the power source of regret.
You're the But if you stay with us and we're staying in your tower and staying in obviously this tower, should we be fine?
Well, no. If I'm gone too long, the Tower of Regret will collapse.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, we will probably see you when we finally get there.
Well, I don't think we'll be meeting each other once again, but I believe your allies will.
Wait,
Tell
what?
Abel that I said hello.
Will do. Gives like a bow.
Well, let's not fuck over Tower of Regret.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking
Don't want the whole
stabs
tower
her.
to
Let's
climb. Ah!
let's not literally change their whole campaign.
What's
Like,
up?
destroy the whole tower.
Wait, where the hell
Wait.
did she go?
She vanished.
I read it.
She went poof.
Also,
all right. Let's see what. Let's go to
Yeah.
Venti now. With the
All
fucking
right.
coffee addict.
Here we go. Here's the funny.
The funny.
So as the other thing is going on, Kithia, as you decided to follow Sapphire. So as you do, basically you see that Sapphire seems to be somewhat leaning against the fucking benchway where originally you found that the symbol was and all that you turned on. But she just seems to be leaning over it.
Isn't that gone though?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the same design, so it's where you activated it.
Oh, okay. Hello? What you're doing?
Oh, no. Hello there, Kithia. You right? What you need?
How about just perception check what's wrong with her and no.
Alright.
Getting coffee.
11.
You
That's
see what
average.
Yeah. With your with a 11 perception as you sort of like take a look over it, it's pretty noticeable because basically like under her nose you can see what seems to be like brown dust. Sort of like piling beneath her like
For you snorting coffee?
I don't know what you mean. I kind of just found like some
Look.
like piled up stuff around here. You want some?
Look, I get it's an addiction, right? But right place, right time. Come on.
Well, I mean, it energizes. It makes you feel better. You want to try some?
Looks at her hands. She's
You
just
want
shaking.
She'll basically have what seems to be like a canister of coffee. The branding on the side of it says "Hyper Focus Coffee," with like a lightning bolt on it. As she sort of like
Nice.
she tilts over like the canister a bit to put like a bit of like the coffee grains and all that in her hand and like lurches it over towards you, going, "You want some?"
Okay, no. I rather not. I already went through a blender.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not like a blender. It really makes you feel good. It's really good. You should. It's amazing. After all, you've done meth and all that. You understand that it actually benefits us.
Lamau.
Fuck. I hate being a dragon. What the fuck?
This
Well.
sucks.
You shouldn't hate yourself just because we're born like this. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Does Kefir have withdrawal symptoms?
Kefir has a different body entirely, so they do not have withdrawal.
Okay.
Also, dragons don't really suffer the effects of withdrawal. It's less of a physical withdrawal, more like a mental withdrawal where they're just like, I need more. Labelle. It's
Fourth.
basically how withdrawal works is that like you get exhaustion for every like 6 hours that passes without your drugs and all that. But dragons don't really get any of that, but they still get like the mental want of something.
Okay,
Good.
I get it.
Right? Ah?
Bye.
You can carry that coffee bag, but do it at the right time. Maybe when we're resting or something. Not now.
But you see, like this coffee has a lot of uses. You see, after all, it does this, and like you can just you can either drink it or snort it or take it up and then, like, understand that it makes you a lot more better. You can use
Void.
that as a smoke bomb. Yeah.
Void does well, okay, Kefir and Palinx, right? Do they know is there actually a benefit from getting an addiction?
You basically, mechanical wise, you gain the benefits of drugs, but none of the side effects.
So, okay.
Example, coffee, for example, that is currently happening to Sapphire, they are gaining the benefits of haste, but they will not get the lethargy.
Wow. What was meth?
Oh, meth, advantage on every single saving throw.
Wait, I'm already on. Wait,
Are you already on math?
no. Well, no.
No.
I have +2 to all my saves.
I may have actually linked that with your Badlands feature, but yes, basically the the effects of meth, quote unquote, just for Twitch to know, do not do meth in real life. but but basically the
Yes.
mechanical effects of meth in Ferra is that it gives you advantage on all saving throws. However, when you gain an addiction, it means that every 6 hours you have to take it, otherwise you gain 2 exhaustion. Unless through the use of a greater restoration and all that, where then you lose withdrawals,
I
blah
don't-
blah blah, drug mechanics.
Then okay. I don't think Kefir has any addictions right now.
No, you probably alcohol, but like you can't develop addictions because you're a dragon.
Hmm.
It's more of
So-
a mental addiction rather than a physical addiction.
Okay, so right now my mental is very much Kefir leaning
Yeah.
right now.
Like you're more human than dragon right now.
But when I turn into a dragon, is there any changes?
When you turn into a dragon, I mean, meth is pretty good.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey Cal, you got some of that powdered meth you've been making?
Uh, Another example, for example, is alcohol. Basically, upon drinking alcohol, you gain the poison condition, but you have advantage on any sort of charisma check, right?
You know, is there at the very least, right? You know how martial artists use opium? Is there a cracked out opium?
There is, in fact, you can have an opium addiction.
Okay.
If you wanted,
We'll talk
if-
about that later.
if you want opium from the black market.
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, okay. We'll talk about addictions later, but not right now. There's a
Well,
time and place for this.
well, if you want to know the effects of opium, though, they make you immune to the frightened condition, and any mental conditions.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, she'll just like basically have a coffee, like snort of a finger. Well, I found what I knew after I sniffed it out, but sure.
Let's go back. He just moves away.
Ah. So,
Fucking snorting.
yeah. That's the stuff. She's like super fucking fast. She has fucking haste.
Oh yeah.
She's got
Sapphire.
fucking haste because she's high on coffee.
Hmm. Yes.
Have you ever felt how it was felt to be gutted by mom or mother dragons?
Oh, well, I mean, I know how it feels to get gutted since I was killed that way, but otherwise, no.
Huh.
I don't know. I fainted because of mom. Anyway, how are you guys doing?
I died because of coffee.
Huh? Like a cow kind of.
What?
Huh?
So looks at it. Well, I mean, it wasn't coffee to be exact. My memories are starting to come back to me, and yeah, it turns out that some random dude came along and said, "Hey, I can give you coffee. Just come with me in this mysterious cave." And then they kind of made the cave collapse on me, and it ripped my stomach open. Wasn't fun.
Oh,
Did you
Well,
at the
is
very
it
least
better than
know?
getting your entire existence rented from everywhere?
Well, at least I still got my coffee.
I
Yeah.
didn't get coffee. I just disappeared.
Did did you at least know who did that to you, or what they look like?
Oh, well, of course. They really had a really distinct features about them, especially about the fucking... What was it? Right. They had a shirt on that just said, "I heart varied human" or something.
Oh my fucking god!
who was that? Wait, who was
She
that?
just grabbed both of her hands. She just had both her hands just like on her head, just like, oh my god.
Wait, who was that?
It's fucking Melto.
Oh my god, Melto, why? You're causing more enemies than you're causing yourself to have more enemies than allies.
Well, it turns out... all I really knew now is, after his whole evil monologue as I was died in that cave, was that I was a descendant of Oakwood, and that I should die because I shouldn't be allowed to have access to the records and whatnot. Weird, weird lore stuff that I don't really care about after all. I have my coffee.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Coffee.
Kafir
Oh
will
my-
mind link. Cal will mind link to Kafir and go like, you know, if we do bring her back out, you know what? If Metal does find out she's back,
We'll have to disguise her.
yeah, we're probably gonna have to disguise her.
Alright, I'm just gonna send her immediately to mom.
Yeah, you can. I think you'd rather best to send them to mom. Your mom.
Fuck me.
Nah, it's all good. No, we can deal with this. Well, actually, speaking of that, Cal actually clap her hands to get everyone's attention.
Coffee?
Actually, speaking of that, Sierra told me what the next floor's gonna be. Well, I think the people around here probably heard it, if I recall. Yeah, I think people heard it.
Yeah.
And, Amber heard it. These three heard it. Well, actually, no.
They didn't.
These
These two didn't.
these two didn't.
Oh,
So
I also made a big mistake. Umbra showed the book, and I forgot to reply to that, so I can also just tell you. So
Fine.
yeah, the books that you showed to her, basically what she'll tell you is that well, those books, basically the book that you have been given, is that once it's read, it will give back a creature's memories.
oh, because that's what happened with the book. Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah. Well, Umbra, keep that book on you, because that could be handy.
Yo, can you give it to me? Can you make me read it? I want
It
to know my
only-
memories for
it
Pellets.
only works on the dead.
And he works on the dead.
Okay, before I
Dead.
go, I want to try
Uh-huh.
saying that sleep code. Try see if I can use it as well.
Oh, I want to see this.
All right, say
Oh,
the code.
7829 and then sleep mode activate.
The back of your hand will begin to glow as you say those words. Make me a saving throw of your choice.
My joy.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
higher roll.
Wait. I give her advantage.
You can't give
Wait.
advantage on saving
No, it's
throw.
save.
It's saving
It's
throw.
save. It's not
Wisdom,
Not if I
save.
okay.
have less. I'm joking.
But I can do this though, because I do have
Resistance.
it. I do have resistance. Have resistance.
Oh.
I have 15.
All right, roll a
Plus a
d8.
1d4. Or d8.
Roll a d8.
D8. Where are the buttons? D8. Oh, wait, it's
open
typing.
bracket.
Never mind.
Open bracket, 1d8. Close bracket. 16.
Oh, come on!
60, baby.
Is it like a
All right.
power word?
Well, no, it's mostly just to do with Upon saying the activation code, Estrella, you begin to get a massive headache as it seems to be a very much toll on your body. Your nose will basically begin to like have a nosebleed as of course they will as they deactivate. However, you do gain 1 exhaustion.
Fair.
Welcome to the
Oh,
club.
Yeah,
Damn.
you get an exhaustion.
Where
Yeah, when
can
they
I
do
do-
deactivate.
Where can I
Good.
do my exhaustion?
I put it on you.
Why not?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's
The fuck happened?
Oh.
So, oh wait. So it works,
Yeah,
but
it
let's
works.
use it only for emergencies.
Yeah.
Can you wake her? Can you wake them up?
I do not know the code.
No. The thing is though, she didn't say a code. She just say wake up.
Oh.
There was no code.
Didn't
even that say one.
wake up.
No,
Wait,
I think
just
they
fuck-
just
she
woke
just
up on
fucking
their
left.
own, right?
Wait, did she click her fingers?
No, she just left and they woke up.
Oh,
wake up.
They continue to put their heads down.
The fear just slaps their fucking necks. Come on.
They don't respond.
Oh, we haven't got the fucking activation code.
Someone talk to Sierra. No, she doesn't know that. Someone talks. I don't know. How did you know that? So
I heard Sierra say it, and she said I had admin function,
You-
so I was like, oh,
why don't-
maybe I can do it.
why don't you pray to see that person now, huh?
I'll
Yeah,
end
I
session here.
I think we need that code.
I fucked
Is
us
it-
all over.
It's
Why don't
okay,
you pray to her?
fine, you know, you chose to fuck around and find out, and you know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
our motto. That's our
That's
what
our
it
life.
motto. Let's fuck
know?
around and find out.
Yeah, dude,
that is the
this is our
motto for
life,
grief.
okay? We fuck around
Yeah.
and we find out. You know what?
Hey.
I only have 20 years left to live. I'm dying soon. Let's get it.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't worry. We got the we got the sleep deactivation code. We don't have the code to wake them up. It's like
Yeah.
fucking Warhammer.
You need to pray to fucking Sierra.
I have
Alright,
24 years left. I
BRB.
don't know why.
God, that ended. Alright, thank you for watching today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be I'll upload the video to YouTube and all that, so yeah. And of course the secret code to be in my